And when it, that,
leveling valve?
yeah, it's coming out of the little holes there. Once it, maybe it just, I don't know if it's not adjusted, but when it gets aired up to a certain height, it starts releasing.
Huh. Just gonna do a quick brake check.
That's losing air pretty quickly. That's for sure.
That's good. I just wanted to make sure no air was shooting out of the brake system too. So, okay. Not exactly spinning free there. You want to go up a little bit more?
Yeah, I'll have to look under there with the light in a second.
You got Kingpin?
Oh, like, give me that flashlight behind you and you look like, or you, oh,
Shouldn't do that.
it's all Kingpin.
It's all Kingpin?
Yeah.
Here, you want my phone?
I'm gonna replace a couple of those.
Yeah. That's bad. Is it shim action or is it wobble?
Don't you want me to take the wheel off and put a jack on it?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. I lied.
I knew these were on.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about.
That's a problem.
Do it again.
Was that the, is that the brakes?
No!
What is that? What the hell is that?
Probably why it was so hot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
I want more video of that, Hunter. Do that again.
Sounds like an old man.
Sounds like
It sounds like a dying goat.
sounds like dollar signs to me.
Yes. But, well, that.
Okay, spin it. If I move that, whatever that is, the noise stops.
A little bit.
Spin it. Oh. So I don't know what that thing is. We'll figure it out on the other side.
What the hell happened to that thing?
I don't know. I've never seen star pattern on a race before.
Definitely need a new one.
Oh.
You got one out of here. You put it up here.
Bus has been in the shop for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. So the bus had a lean to the right. This is the leveling arm that sets the height. And this is the one that was on the right side where it was leaning. Somebody had cut it and welded it shorter and it could never get to the correct height. So that should fix the problem. We're gonna go ahead and replace these airbags because they're pretty well dry rotted there. Lots of checking going on it. We're gonna replace these shocks because they're very old.
stay on the side. Nothing dark across the lot in front of me.
Let's go ahead and pull this hub off here.
So on Little Lot Road, there was a 16-year-old that died on it a few days ago. Is that on the side by side? Not buzzing?
Take the hammer.
Hit it hard. That's what was holding it.
Ah,
There's no hole or
that
anything.
little
through
dust
it.
cap, yeah. Does it look good?
Yeah, it looks perfect.
That'll cause a little problem with boost. This side I forgot. That's what she was thinking. Wow, that's not even close to being connected anymore. This thing had no turbo boost.
Messing with these buses, I can see how
So that would have been causing a bit of a turbo boost problem. That's an expensive one too. That one's like $600 and something for that one. The other side's only, it's under $200, but it's broken too. So we're getting in here to look at this turbo. A lot of corrosion on the metal in there. Hold the light for me, like right there. Not hitting anything. It seems to spin pretty freely. It hasn't been working probably at all with no boost. I would say virtually no boost with the big exhaust leaks that we had. And he doesn't have a boost gauge to know, so I think the best thing, you know, put it together and test it and run it and see how it feels. He should have way more power just by fixing his exhaust leaks. Very low miles. It's only like 150,000 miles on this thing.
Snapped on there.
So we got these old bottles of 40 weight CF2 rated Castrol Assuron, and when you take the lid off and then you pull it up, it's got its own little built-in little funnel spout there. Why did we go away from that design? This is some old school oil here. But yeah, why did we get rid of that design? I like it. That is cool. Stan drove this up the hill today. He said it was a little squirrely because of the rear end gearing and no weight back there. But, that's pretty. So we got these shocks off. Unusual setup there with the giant bolts through them. The new airbags are going on here, and the bus owner got everything scraped down with a wire brush real good and kind of put some rust prevention under here. Used rust converter just to get rid of that surface rust kind of stuff. I got one more rear shock or front shock there to come off. There's two on each side, and but it's getting there. Some brand new pretty pipes going on. Getting this airbag off was quite a fight. It was rusted, seized hardware. They were definitely needed to be changed. But sometimes you got lucky and the bolt would actually break off. Other times you had to fight with it and cut it off because there's no access to them and we couldn't get it at all. Everything just adds time, don't it? Got this side all done here. New shocks, new airbags. We leak tested it last night. Everything stayed up, inflated, no leaks. On this side, the other side had a leak and a fitting. We're adjusting it. So these are the fittings that go into the airbag, copper line. It's got a flare on it. It was seized to it, so as we were taking out the fitting, the copper was twisting out with it. So we just cut them off. This is the same as the inside of this, so you can just take this cap off of the end and use the compression fitting, that end of it there, and then just put a new compression fitting. So from the threads there over, you replace. Just makes it easy. If you don't have the tool to flare mount, make them new, get in there. It's really hard in tight space, so just use a compression fitting. It works great. Yeah, we just broke the Harbor Freight version of this 3/8 to 1/4 inch adapter. So we're gonna try a snap-on one. Look at that.
Oh, that one broke too.
Exactly like the Harbor Freight one.
Huh. I don't think it's coming out.
Last time we got it out with a magnet.
Nah, you got twisted it too far.
All right. Looking good. Straighten it out a little bit. Looking good. You got it. You got it. Okay, start cutting your wheel. Start cutting it. Cut it hard. You got it. I'll go around back there. It's a beautiful bus stand.
I'm ready to get her on the road.
Good. Stop. Check them real hard if you want for a second. Did you push it all the way? Like nail it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shit goes falling in the back.
Yeah. I got shit rattling all around back there. It's one light back there. It's like dangling around. It's so annoying.
I heard some kind of a fan blade going ting 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 too when I.
Oh, it's one of those
Okay.
little heater things that one of them we disconnected, but there's one in the bathroom
Okay.
as well.
Just nice, light, even pressure on the brake.
Man, it really wants to go down this hill.
Yeah, if you pump them, you bleed off too much air
Yeah.
pressure.
I've learned that already.
Yeah.
One, I saw your video too.
Okay.
Every time you test drives, a lot of the guys coming down, they're pumping on them, and it's like, oh, you're bleeding.
Especially when you pull out of the shop, there's
Yeah.
a lot of braking going on there,
Yeah.
and it's easy to pump them down then too. So have you ever tried your Jake brakes on here?
I have not.
Okay. To me, it looked like the switch was already in the on position on the dashboard.
Engine brake,
Yeah.
it's off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in a little bit, we'll try it.
Okay. The only thing I did try was the fast idle,
Okay.
and that does work.
Okay. When you pull out here, I'm going to have you kind of get on it.
We're going to the right.
We're going to the right, yeah.
Okay.
Just for a little bit. I just want to test the acceleration, see if it feels any different to you.
All right.
So for about 15 seconds or so, you'll kind of be on it. And let me know if it feels any different. Go for
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. It didn't have that kind of pickup before,
it.
so.
Flip your Jake brake on. And then just...
No.
Not going quite fast enough. Go ahead and turn it off.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's doing something.
Yeah, it was doing
It actually sounds a little different as well.
It's quieter because
Yeah.
of the no exhaust leaks.
Yes.
There is still a little bit of an exhaust leak, but it's not on the turbo side. It's on
Okay,
the...
on the opposite.
Yeah,
I'm starting to wonder how much that turbo was turning.
not much. It was more of a restriction than anything.
Yeah.
It had zero boost. Go ahead and get on it here a little bit. You should really like the way it feels.
Oh, it's just much smoother, and I can already tell quite a bit more power.
Yeah.
So I was losing a lot with that hole in that exhaust pipe.
Yeah, you had it on both sides, so...
Yeah, it's definitely filling and handling a lot better too.
Yeah, with the Kingpin shims, that should feel a little better too. We're gonna have the true test of this little bump coming up.
Yeah.
Is your speedometer working?
Yeah.
That's
Says
amazing.
40.
I didn't think it was gonna work after that thing that was
No,
rubbing
it's-
on the...
It's working.
And I would definitely slow down for the 30-mile-an-hour speed limit here.
Yeah.
Because I just went
Sky.
by,
Come on, man.
I just went by here and there was a police officer
Sitting
sitting
right there.
right behind these bushes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right at about burning now.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, they parked. Yeah, he's right there.
Oh, yeah, he's stalking. Well, maybe he's somewhere. I don't know.
I try not to speed through town anyways, and I try to warn everybody, because this is a school zone, especially in the summertime. You should be able to just mash on that pedal and go here, I think. It's definitely accelerating uphill right now. Having that turbo working is nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I did a U-turn right here as I came back through.
Yeah, 35-foot bus, you got a lot of options.
Yeah.
A 45-footer, you can't do that. Especially if they're towing. And you should probably remeasure your height since you have those new air conditioners up there.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they're
actually
lower than what you had.
They're lower than
Go left.
they are lower than the
Vents that were up there?
yes.
Okay. So but still try and get a measurement on it. That way you can write it down on your dashboard
right
or
here
something.
it says clearance 12 foot 9 inches, but I'll do that because that's a good idea. Going straight through around the
Left, yeah, just go around it to the left. How's the engine temperature reading?
We are at 150.
Okay.
Straight through, or
We're gonna turn right and head back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. This even sounds better.
Yeah. Go ahead and click your Jake brakes on again.
Oh yeah.
Yep, it's holding you back down the hill.
That's good to know it's working. I wasn't sure about it.
Yep, it definitely works, and it sounds great.
Yeah.
It's really fun if you're going through a tunnel somewhere to throw it on.
Wake everyone up.
But it saves you your brakes, especially if you end up going like down Mount Eagle or something like
Uh-huh.
that. You can just click that on and you just hang out.
I always see these signs in different locations. No Jake brakes after this certain time of night.
Because they're loud, yeah.
Or engine braking is what it says.
So all those new shocks definitely feel good when you hit
Yeah.
these bumps.
Oh yeah. When I was driving over and I was hitting these bumps, it was so I'm getting on it now, and it's definitely more acceleration.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, it got up to we got up to almost 60 pretty quickly.
All it took was throwing a little money at it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It needed it. It probably was way overdue for what it needed.
We fought so much rusted hardware
Yeah.
on the underside.
Yeah, the next thing I'll be working on is the electrical, getting the Victron system in and getting that all wired up to be my next project. Gears and accelerated up.
Yep.
I wasn't getting that going up hills before, so that's really nice.
Temperature gauge for the engine.
We're still at about 150.
Good. Keep a close eye on your oil pressure and your temperature gauge on your way home today.
Okay. All of this, you hit that still. You were gonna screw that fan, the shroud.
Oh, we did not do that.
That's what that clicking.
That's the first time I heard that. I forgot all about that.
I mean, that's something I now that I know what it is, I can do that.
No, we can do it real quick.
Okay.
It totally escaped my mind.
Yeah. I was trying to. Oh, that's oil temperature,
Yeah.
and that's still a little low. So 140. It didn't get up there. When I was attached to Marine units, I always wanted to drive the 5-ton trucks, but the Marines wouldn't let me, so I had to go buy my own Detroit diesel in order to drive. However,
You spun the tires.
however, we have some boosted turbo for sure.
That was hilarious.
Hey, I know it's working.
That is so funny. Let's pull up to the shop real quick, and then we'll
Okay.
we'll get to that fan. It's a beautiful bus.
You can see that white smoke rising up the holler through the trees. And from a mile away, you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. But at the top of that mountain, there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun. Mountain, where the buses come to run. Bus Grease Mountain, we're gonna get that big job done.